my gosh, we're the same height, sat down.
Slouching a bit though.
I'm sat straight up. Harry Williams here for Severe MMA alongside what could be the very first UK heavyweight UFC champion, Tom Aspinall. How you doing?
Doing well, thanks. How are you doing?
Alright, busy night. So what have you been making of the fight so far? Some amazing finishes.
Enjoyed it very much, like good atmosphere in here, mate. Like I've actually never been to a Cage Warriors, I don't think, as a spectator, so first time, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a little bit different than being in the back and waiting for your music to hit and waiting for the name to be called. A bit different.
Yeah, I mean that's a stressful experience, mate. I'm not feeling that stress tonight. I'm just chilling. I'm just having a few beers and just relaxing with the boys. You know what I mean? Nothing stressful about it.
I mean, considering, speaking of being in the crowd, your last fight in UFC London was your first in front of a live crowd in the UFC, main event and no less, on possibly the biggest card that the UK has seen. Like you've already said, there was no nerves, but what was your now you've had a chance to digest it? What was your actual feelings about it?
No, mate, there was definitely nerves, but I just deal with them well. That's the difference between me and a lot of the other people. Is I don't shy away from nerves. You know what I mean? I embrace the nerves, and my feeling was now, since it's happened, is I mean, fights don't go much better than that, mate. Do you know what I mean? Not getting hit, not getting tired, not getting cut, not getting injured, in front of a home crowd, it doesn't go much better than that. So I feel very blessed to have experienced it.
I mean, the fight itself, I think it kind of showed, I've been saying for a long time that we still haven't really seen everything that you have to offer, and I think seeing that straight arm lock, that's very, very rare of a submission you actually see. A lot of people will continue to fight for the Americana or the Kimura. Not many people will adapt it into that. Is that just one of the the plethora of skills you've got?
Yeah, I've got loads of shit that no one's seen. Training partners have seen it, sparring partners and coaches and stuff, but outside of that, no one's seen anywhere near of what I can do. I've got a whole load of different submissions from I look forward to fighting a wrestler, mate, who thinks they can just take me down and lie on me. Good luck with that.
Yeah, because you could see even Volkov, the way you were just interacting with him in the cage, and you seemed like your timing was down on absolutely everything. There just wasn't much that he really offered you, which is staggering, really, considering the people he's fought, the ranking number he was. It's quite a massive achievement.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah, I think my mindset is way different to 95% of the UFC fighters. See, the media, they like to build up this hype around stuff, and I just don't buy into that stuff. Everyone was saying, it affects you different when you're a main event, it affects you different when you're fighting 5 rounds, it affects you different when you're fighting in front of a crowd, it affects you different when you're fighting a veteran, it affects you different when you're fighting someone so much taller than you. All that, I could go on and on and on. It affects people different. It doesn't affect me different. I'm different to the others. And I think that's something that now I can say with confidence. I'm just different to the others.
Yeah, and I think you could see it. Obviously you've been around the scene a long time, since you're a young lad, and I feel the confidence you've had in these last couple of fights as you've been making your way up the rankings, you've gone not that you're a big braggadocious fella yourself, but as you've been making your way up, we are starting to see the more confident side come out in front of all the cameras and stuff like that. What's life like now as Tom Aspinall, the big prospect?
I mean, I want to tell you, I'm not a prospect, I'm a contender now. So
I'll agree. I'll tell you that. Yeah, I'll agree.
Life is exactly the same for me. I just do the same shit basically every day. I'm a man of routine, so I guess people's reactions are changing a little bit, and people keep saying to me I'll be in the shop and people are saying what are you doing here? I'm well, buying something, same as you. There's nothing different. Everything's exactly the same, just people act different towards me, I guess. Something that I'm still kind of getting used to, because I'm only 5 fights deep in this UFC stuff, and yeah, I mean the outside's definitely changing, but for me, I'm not basically doing the same shit. I am doing the same shit as I've always done. There's nothing different about me. I do exactly the same stuff.
Yeah, and given where you are in the UFC now, I heard there was a little clip that came out after the press conference of you talking to Dana and saying you've got to come back this year. I know there was rumours of a preliminary booking in Liverpool and Manchester. If it was one of the two, which would you prefer?
Oh, of course, being a Manchester man, of course I would like it to be Manchester.
Cowabon.
That don't mean nothing. I'm from Manchester and that's it. Like, Manchester's my home city, so of course I want it to go to Manchester.
As a man clad myself, I'd much prefer the Manchester card.
I mean, I've been going to the, I don't even know what it's called these days, but back in my day, it was called the MEN. And
it's the
AO now, isn't it?
AO is always changing.
Well, the arena, the big arena at Manchester, like, I want to fight there, man. Well, I don't know if it's going to happen this time, but before my career's done, we're going to fight there for sure.
Do you think they're going to have to come back this year? I feel like they have to now with Paddy and possibly Leon soon.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel like they have to come back this year, right?
Well, Dana White, granted I don't know him very well. I've only met him like a couple of times, but he shook my hand and looked me in the eyes and told me that they're coming back this year. And that, like, if someone does that, like, that means a lot to me. So I take it serious. So if a man's going to look me in the eyes and shake my hand and tell me something, like, I'll take that as that's what's going to happen. So that's what he did, and I'm waiting for that.
Well, hopefully we can get a card back here again this year. It would be amazing to get 2 cards in 1 year, and I think we'll wrap it up there. Thank you very much for your time, Tom, and best of luck for the rest of the year.
Thanks, mate.